Hello, and welcome back to Reverse 1999. Today we're gonna do the Ghostmaster on Unlead's anecdote. I don't have much time today, so I'm gonna try and record as much as possible because you do need to do these quickly, as early as possible in order to get the rewards. So I'm gonna try and do as much as we can today. Then if I can't record the rest of the day, I'm just gonna stitch it all into one video so I don't have to do two parts, because normally these things aren't very expansive. At least the regular one wasn't. So let's start with one. The missing in the night. All non-renters, please keep quiet. Hallway, deep in the night. Treading lightly through the maze of candles and piled papers, the team moves with deliberate caution, their steps barely making a sound. There's something off about this wind. It sounds creepy, like someone's heaving a sigh. Don't you think so, Joshua? Aren't you scared?
What?
You're joking, right? Joshua is one of the St. Pablo Foundation's top investigators, William. I mean, after what happened at Green Lake, I thought everyone knew about him. Oh god, this is gonna be Horrorpedia. It is. Huh. Let's not go to... Here you go on a hold, people. Millie. And why don't we keep that bit of info under our hats, eh? Once this investigation's wrapped up, that'll be the time to lead the exit. That'll be the time for the lead to exit stage left. He squats before the iron door and runs two fingers along the floor. This is pretty built up. I'd say the disappearance happened much earlier than we originally thought. And look at all these bills and advertising flyers. Fuck. Hey, geez, that hurt. Who smacked my head? The landlady, her hair a massive curlers and toothpick wedged between her teeth, is looming behind him with a curled-up newspaper clutched in her hand.
Hey.
What do you think you're doing sneaking around my property? And you, yeah, you with the glasses. What's up with you, huh? Creeping around with those shifty little eyes? Just you wait. I'll have the cops here before you can say unlawful entry.
Hi.
Ma'am, we've already informed the local police. We've got official permits to investigate this building. Investigating what? There's nothing wrong with my building. And don't you even think about messing with my tenants, unless you're looking to get reported. Millie flashes the St. Pablo Foundation investigation permit. St. Pavla Foundation? What are you, some kind of Australian desert police? We're currently looking into the disappearance of two members of the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. Your tenant, Miss Anna Lee, is one of our freelancers, though it's been a while since we last heard from her. Oh, she's a freelance, that's interesting. The landlady walks between them, doubt still coloring her face. This door's been broken for ages. We'll never get it open. But hey, she still hasn't paid her rent, so why would I bother getting someone in to fix it? Despite her warning, the door creaks open after a gentle touch. The gum that's holding open the door lock drops to the floor. The landlady spits out her toothpick and struts smugly into the newly opened office. Ha, nice try. You want to play, little girl? Let's play. The others go inside, but Horrorpedia remains in the doorway. He crouches down to take in disarray around the entrance. Joshua. She follows his gaze. Hold on, let me just see if the... Okay, it isn't picking up the dog barking. Okay, that's just all I wanted to know. She follows his gaze until her eyes land on the floor. Among the crumpled newspaper and scattered flyers, a single piece of white paper catches her eye. What time is it now? Millie shrugs and glances at her watch. Almost midnight. Any news from the other foundation? Nope. We need to go. We need to go now. We're running out of time. Finally, the significance of what that white sheet of paper dawns on the two foundation members. Well, what are you all standing there for? Come in already. I didn't go for all this trouble for nothing. Hold on a second. You're not leaving just like that. If she's on your payroll, you need to pay me her rent. As they hurry off, a gust of wind suddenly slams the door shut. About that rent.
Hey.
Hey, wait up! I'm not done yet, and this door's still messed up. She bangs on the metal door like a deranged house cat. Hey, come back here! I'm locked in! Four Eyes, come back, you ungrateful jerks! But their footsteps continue to grow more distant.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, madam. Things aren't looking so good right now. We don't have time to break you out. We'll be back for you before you can say get out of here. The landlady clenches her teeth in rage.
Shoot.
Get me out of here! Ah, bunch of good for nothing. Next time I see you, I'm gonna report you for a boss. No, scratch it. I'm gonna sue you for 10 times the rent and emotional damages. As her eyes adjust to the darkness, she finally notices a stark piece of white paper on the ground. She picks it up and squints at it. She reads each word in slow, measured tone. Lighthouse, midnight. Get here before two hedgerow. Head throbs. It feels like as though we could split open at any moment as the surroundings twist and blur. A stream of blood runs down her forehead and splatters onto the floor. We meet again, kiddo. It's the Green Lake House. It's the Green Lake Lighthouse. Who? She lifts her chin, finding a stubbled face and a pair of weary, sunken eyes before her. The man's collar is stained yellow and with neck grease. As he crouches, his grimy underwear peeks out from his slouchy pants. One hand scratches an ankle of a foot jammed in a loose and flat and tattered flip-flop.
Huh?
Shifu. Oh, Sifu. Her teacher then, huh? Alright, 2. The Young Exorcist. A child who prefers midnight even more than a moth might. Walled City. In this dilapidated walled city, newspapers once laid on the ground by the homeless now flutter around, drifting through the air. Wisps of incense smoke spiral upwards, shrouding the darkness in haze of grey. A forgotten corner of the city, a sunken area referred by the elders as the Forbidden Zone. To enter it is to invite every vice in the world into your heart, and condemn yourself to the wretched purgatory of your own creation. At least that's what the elders and the TV say. Alright, get her back first, and let's see what's inside. Take the cash in your pants and books and stuff. Oh, it's baby Anan Lee. Let's go, you little punk. Let's go, you little punk. The boy kicks her hard, sending her crashing onto the floor. Her backpack is ripped from her grasp and thrown into the ground. You, Chung, hold her by the shoulders, real tight, like this. This city girl's guarding her bag like it's made of gold or something. If there's food in there, I got dibs on half of it. Chung or Chung? I'm gonna say Chung. Leads forward and claps her wrist. Kong picks up the backpack and rips its contents into the ground. He flings an empty backpack into the bushes. Hey, what do we have here? Clang films, cleaning stuff, some talisman paper, a wooden sword, and a lousy book. Tch, what a load of worthless crap. He gives her possessions a few uninterested glances before finally dropping them to the ground. Yeah, not even a single penny. Tch, I thought she'd have something easy. I guess she's playing dress up, huh? The grip on Annalie's wrist loosened. She holds her head high, unfazed by the threats looming over her. Hey, big guy. This ghost you said you'd take me to see. Is it somewhere around here, right? Oh gosh, your face. Huh? The hell's she talking about? Her brain's gonna be fried. He neither denies nor confirms it. Annalie drops to the ground, narrowing her eyes as she scans the dilapidated building around her. Hey, what's up with you? You tripping or something? She turns her attention from the door to the building to the narrow space between the two adjacent skyscrapers. She takes a step back, then another, until she can see the whole scene clearly.
Oh dear.
She drops to her knees, the dirt pressing onto her skin, and frantically opens the book lying on the ground. She turns page after page. Tian Zhang Sha.
No.
No worries, I still got time. Let me check. The sky darkens and a mass of black clouds rushes in, choking the moonlight. The lights hanging in the hallway begin to flicker. The eerie contraption flashes with a vivid red warning. That's not right. The book didn't say it would happen this fast. Hey, dumbasses, get over here. Get over the light, quick. They are coming for us. What are you talking about? Hand drops onto his shoulder. Ooh. I will kill all of you.
Hurry up!
Run! She levies the swift and brutal kick to his back. The youngsters scramble into a corner, desperate for somewhere to hide. The young, self-taught exorcist crouches down, clutching her peach wood sword. Okay, there's actual battle in this one. I don't have her, so I have no idea what any of these do.
Copy that! 唔該晒 Lily! Thunder to me!
Perfect. Let's just do damage.
easy 啦！陰森森。
This ultimate is so good.
睇得是命是暗，真係好得人驚啊！
And that's that.
而家係我捉你，唔係你捉我啊！
Huh? Been out of the game too long, huh? This little one's got some moves. I didn't know Quolon had this much talent. He runs a hand through his messy hair and pulls the yellow collar off his chubby shirt. He uses the false scent of booze from the previous night. This is... His toes, which are hanging past the edge of his flip-flops, brush against the book lying on the floor. That Baldy really went ahead and sold his things at some street stall. The nerve of that guy. Totally shameless. One day he's gonna find himself in more trouble than he can handle, and there'll be no way out of it. He brushes the dirt off the book and stuffs it into his pocket. Hey, old man, what's the big idea, huh? That 13 holy exorcism techniques is mine, you hear me? He pulls the book from his ragged coat and dangles it in by his 2 fingers like bait. Hey, give me that back, ah! She leaps up, her hand outstretched, yet the book remains just beyond her grasp. You little ghost hunting game's over, girlie. Oh, fuck off, really? And then into 4. White scraps of paper spiral down the darkness into lower levels beneath them. No! She charges forward without a second thought, only to be firmly restrained. What's your deal, huh? Let me go, that book's mine! What's my deal? That book's filled with a bunch of made-up crap. You'll get yourself in some real trouble if you believe every word of it. I should know, I'm the one who wrote the damn thing. Almost also am I doing it. What, so he just wrote misinformation in the book? In the end, ghosts are just a product of collective imagination and mass hysteria. They're nothing but a form of energy, shaped by what we imagine them to be, like wind, radiation, or even bad gas. It's just a kind of energy you can't see. That's why ghosts in different parts of the world are so distinct. Got it? His words matched those in the book exactly.
Whoa!
What? No way! You're Demi Divine Chen, the guy who could see spirits at 5 and started exercising evil at 8. Didn't all those arcanists say you were pushing up daisies already? Hey, your eyes work just fine, don't they? Hey, Sifu, where are you running off to? Chang quickens his pace, trying to escape before he draws any more attention. Hey Sifu, how about it? Are you gonna take me on as your apprentice, or not? I've been dreaming of learning from you for ages. I got cash saved up, I can pay tuition. As she tugs on his clothing, the man stops.
Don't do this.
It's the middle of the night, kiddo, keep it down. Look, I don't do apprentices, so you should just head home. Exorcism ain't child's play if you're a kid. You're looking to shorten your lifespan? Ever seen a dead body before? You think it's all fun and games? This rocket'll kill ya. The girl cocks her head. Eh? Of course I know all that. I'm not scared. Not one bit. That's exactly why I should be doing this stuff. A brief flash of surprise flickers in his eyes, but only for a moment. He wrenches himself free from the small hand clinging to his clothes and slips into a narrow alley. Go get your head checked in the Department of Neurology. Wait! And there she goes. To be continued. Okay. Okay, we're definitely getting a bit more of info about because we basically have no info about her. She only shows up in this story and then the other safety briefings. Look inside and all you'll see is darkness rushing you like a tide. Abandoned cabin. The floor is strewed with yellow newspapers. Moths flutter into the lampshade in endless cycles. A nearby wooden ladder creaks, and a door with windows shudders with the wind. Despite the fragility of the house, a single door is all it takes to keep her at bay. She has long since lost count of how long she's been coming here. Sifu, I'm serious. I want to be your student. Ever since I picked up your book at the street market, I've been reading it non-stop. An old wonky iron pot filled with leftover vegetables thrown out the stall vendors, and unprocessed frozen meat from the butcher shop is boiling nearby. A man has crawled across a pile of papers. He tears a few small strips, crumples them into a ball, and jams them into his ears. I'll come tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that. I'll come find you no matter when, no matter what. I'll become the most badass Yanshi in Polo. I swear it. As the rain falls even harder outside, her voice grows increasingly faint. He gets up and starts walking. Sifu. Rain's too hard out there. Just come in, alright? Can't have you dying on my doorstep or you'll get me in trouble with the cops. Yeah, I figured he would crumble eventually. Ah, achoo. Rolls of toilet paper lay piled on the floor like bandages torn from a mummy.
Listen.
Listen, I can't take you on as my student, alright? You don't respect fear. You're like a baby, ain't got a clue what a cliff is. If you're happy to walk right into the edge of it, I'm not gonna be stuck cleaning up the mess with some clueless kid who ends up going splat. You need to learn what fear is first. No one can teach you that, especially not me. Huh? But Sifu, that's the whole reason I want to be your apprentice. I want to find something that can actually make me feel scared. Oh, it's her motive. Like she doesn't feel fear, so she wants to actually be scared, huh? I just want to know what fear feels like. That's why I'm going to exercising. Her words hang cold in the air. Kiddo, quit trying to make it sound so innocent when you're really just here for kicks. Admit it, you're just another one of those little rich girls sneaking out of your fancy apartments to get a kick out of this place, ain't ya? You wanna know what fear feels like? Listen to yourself, what a joke. Fine, if you don't wanna teach me, then don't. But don't start acting like those lame teachers who lecture me all the time. She drops her head as she continues to mutter to herself. Chang doesn't utter a word. Instead, he just keeps stirring the bubbling food in the pot. The rain patters outside while the fire hisses and crackles. Anam Lee curls up in the corner, wrapped up in old clothes, drifts asleep. Prolonged, rhythmic snoring fills the room. Yo, get this in some daycare, you know. He shakes her arm in an attempt to wake her. Then, he notices a birthmark on it. No, a burn. Ain't no way this is just a coincidence, damn it. Oh, what's going on? Oh, flashback to the police station. Sources report that the fire on Jiang Street have 4 dead and 3 critically injured. Authorities have apprehended the suspect and the survivors are currently under police protection. Oh, a fire. Turn that off. Don't wake the girl. If it weren't for her special eyes, this arcane case would have been dead in the water, and we'd be back on patrol duty. But we can't just keep the kid here like this. Doesn't she have any other family besides her parents? Aren't we gonna have to send her to foster care? He glances at the girl on the couch. She's lying still with her back to them. She has a distant aunt. She says she's on her way. Unseen by the officers, her eyes remain open, blank, and glued to the wall. This kid's something else. Stared right at her parents' burned corpses and didn't even flinch. Not even a tear. Oh, I'm gonna guess this is on. What is? When the officer showed up, there were dozens of ghosts closing in on her, but she was just huddled completely still, with those burns in her hands. Wasn't trying to get away or anything. She didn't come in for a statement until we'd cleared her parents' bodies. The bodies were alright, but man, the way her eyes were just staring like that, I don't know, it creeps me out. I swear I haven't seen her blink. Yeah, doesn't cry, doesn't laugh, just that blank, dead expression on her face. She doesn't look like a kid at all. They say that only the possessed don't get scared like that. The officer adopts a deliberate grin frown. Maybe this kid isn't even human anymore. Huh? You should see the look on your face. Relax, I'm just messing with you. I'm guessing An is possessed by something, or at least doesn't have a soul or I don't know, I'm talking out of my ass. Sunlight creeps through the crack on the door. Chang holds her arm, inspecting it from all sides, as though it's some sort of specimen. You done, Sifu? My arm's getting stiff. They could have done a few burns marks on her arm to make it look more obvious. You said this scar is from the big fire on Xiang Street a year ago, right? On Qing. He lowers her arm, but his eyes repeatedly flip back to it, as if needing further confirmation. Does it mean you're the girl who was on the news? Your parents? Oh, so you know about all that, Sifu. I guess I'm pretty famous, huh? Haha. Anand rubs her arms, her demeanor unexpectedly composed for someone so young. She makes it seem as though the tragedy was just another everyday occurrence. I never thought Lady Luck would find me this fast. Oh God, what are you gonna do? The heavens have smiled upon me. Haha, you don't know how wrong you were, you blind old fool. Huh? What are you talking about, Sifu? He stamps out the fire, a cryptic grin curling on the corners of his mouth. A mix of relief and intense satisfaction washes over him, like when you tear open a scab and savor the pain. Ha 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 ha. You're really dying to be my student, huh? Then alright, kiddo, let's do this. He flings the door open in an almost mad frenzy, grabbing the girl's hand as he charges out. Whoa, Sifu, where are we going now? Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Cars rush over the bridge above, their thunderous roars reverberating throughout the arches and rumbling beneath their feet. Beneath, a crowd of customers bustles, each of them seeking to know their fortune. One merchant, who was previously on the verge of tears, beams with joy as his fortune is told. Meanwhile, a group of foreign tourists smile fades as the palm reader issues their solemn warning. Each customer dreams of seeing what lies beyond destiny's veil, though some of them spend their last coin here, others strike it rich with destiny's ultimate jackpot. And that's how this location, known only as Under the Bridge, has earned its infamous reputation. Here, crush this talisman into pieces and eat a little 3 times a day after meal for 3 days, and all will be well. Thank you, Master. You're a lifesaver.
Hold on.
Wait. The blinded fortune teller sniffs the air and detecting a familiar odor.
Wow.
Well, Secret. I didn't know we were such a big place down here. Could open a new office down here. You don't want to live here? Hurry up, kid. It ain't nothing worth seeing here. He pulls Anand as she tries to take in her surroundings. Her head swivels as she tries to see it from every angle. A hand grabs his collar. Well, but isn't Demi Divine Chang? I thought you'd already made it big. What are you still doing walking around under the bridge, huh? Huh? Aren't you supposed to be blind, mister? She waves her hands in front of the fortune teller's sunglasses. Even a blind man can light a lamp. Blind eyes don't make for blind hearts, missy. I had always foreseen his return. As for you, little lady, he snatches Anand's waving arms and grips it tight. Remarkable bones. Haha, what a fine specimen you are. Your destiny is in the perfect balance of surviving such a calamity. Certainly not one to be confined by anything. But your parents... It's too soon. Far too soon. You shouldn't have brought her here.
Hey!
Let go, you blind old fool. Chang's expression turns dark as he drags Anand off. Sifu? He continues to pull her without a word, barging through the crowd. As they go, Anand's eyes remain fixed on the blind fortune teller under the bridge, as if holding a non-existent gaze. They're not escaping it, except your destiny. Oh, what the hell's going on with that guy? A bottomless well yawns before them. Chang stands on the edge and takes a deep breath. Listen up, kiddo. This well, they call it destiny. Really, destiny? It's been here for long before this bridge even existed. If you want to be an exorcist, then study under me. And study under me, you're gonna have to dive into this well and pull your own calamity hexagon out of the muck at the bottom of it. This is the first karmic writ trial for any exorcist. Once you pass this test, you'll be worthy of calling yourself an exorcist. I don't know if this is an actual ritual or if the guy's just... I don't know, I don't trust this guy all that well. He loosens the dirt around the well's edge and pulls out a rusty copper chain. Otherwise, it ends here. You go your way, I go mine, and you don't come bothering me again, you hear?
Easy lah.
For real? Too easy. Let me take a look. She clutches the rim of the well and she leans over to stare into the abyss below. The well's walls are thick with complex yellow talismans, as if they're grown from the bottom little ivy. Like ivy. The deeper it goes, the more tightly packed the talisman becomes, until not a single ray of light can be seen. A cold wind rushes from the bottom of the well, sending a shiver down her spine. Alright, listen up. I'm gonna wrap this chain around you. Then you get into the bucket and I'll lower you down to the bottom, nice and slow. Now, he unfastens the free clarity's bell from his belt and secures it around the girl's waist. Keep this bell on. If you run into any trouble, ring it 3 times and I'll pull you up in a flash. Got it? You want out, you ring the bell.
Copy that.
Got it, Sifu. You know I'm a night owl. Darkness doesn't scare me. I can handle it. I'll pull that calamity hexagon right out. You just don't go back on your word, okay? She climbs into the bucket and he slowly lowers her into the well. At first she feels like a stone sinking into the ocean, the light still caught in her eyes, but the darkness envelops her and she's left in a complete darkness. In the blink of an eye, the stone hits the bottom. She doesn't know, does she, that you've never been to the bottom of that well, never faced your own trial. She doesn't know that you were the one who performed an unlicensed exorcism and burned down those buildings a year ago. Oh yes. I know she's the orphan that made the headlines. The cops might not have pinned it on you, but the karma you've sown, you'll reap it in time. And no Tianchi has ever let anyone so young down the well. Even if she does come back, she'll be in a trance for days. Some of her free souls and 7 spirits are bound to be lost forever. You're totally unfit to be an exorcist. You realize, don't you? You've already hurt so many people, and now you're going to hurt her too? You blind fool. Just wait and see. One calamity cancels out another. I brought her here. If she doesn't survive, her calamity will bury mine, and I'll finally have peace. Once she rings the bell, one karmatic connection will end, and we'll both be safe. We'll part ways at peace, and there'll be nothing owed between us. My Sifu, up in the heavens, I shouldn't have given you my eyes. It's not too late, there's still time to make this right. The blind man lunges forward and tries to lift the chain with his bare hands, with tremendous force carving bloody gashes into his palms. But the chain remains unmoved. It's pointless. This is her trial to bear. No law interferes unless the bell rings. Heavens, this is terrible. If her trial leads to her down there, you won't get away with it. It's worth the risk. Who knows? Even a bicycle could turn into a motorcycle. Alright, I'm gonna have to go and I think I ran out of time. I'm gonna continue this later and I'm gonna connect the 2 videos. Alright, see you later. And I'm back. Sorry, for you it was just a few seconds. To me it was a whole day. I couldn't record yesterday. So let's continue with red binding thread. And tie the binding knots of fear. You can hear them, can't you? You're just like me, another poor thing they've cast aside, another child left behind and forgotten. Huh? Where's the voice coming from? A cop's walkie-talkie? Or is it some kind of off-screen narration thing? Her hand brushes against the well's walls. She feels the damp moss clinging to it. The well's bottom is inescapable. The stones form a cramped, stifling cage. Hold on, the moss. Is it moving? As the moss creeps and crawls like 1,000 centipedes, the wall fades away. Now, I can feel you too. Ah, man, that's creepy as shit. Ah, flashbang. Okay, Big Mouth, think you're so special? With those yin-yang eyes you're always bragging about? Then have fun sleeping in here tonight. He pats the metal cabinet bound in chains. Oh, fuck off! What the hell are these kids? I hear this old classroom gets real lively around midnight. Since you were happy to mess up our plan and get us in trouble, how about I give you the chance to see a real ghost? Yo, pour some of that crow's blood on the cabinet? You're her bestie, aren't you? Let a hand, won't you? What the fuck's wrong with this kid, little Rooney? What the fuck? He pulls at the girl's hair, pushing her roughly towards the cabinet. I don't want to do this, Anan. I'm sorry. Whew. Anan stares through the gaps in the cabinet. Huh? What am I doing here? Wait, this is like one of those creepy movies where I have to relive all my fears and sadness. Basically all the messed up stuff that's happened to me all over again. Yeah, but she doesn't have fear. She's told us this before, so it doesn't really work, does it? Then I must be a main character. I'm gonna level up and beat the crap out of all those creepy creepsters. But hang on, I'm not scared one bit. So doesn't that mean I won't level up at all? Oh, it's Tuesday's Motel. This is... I've been waiting for you down here for so long. You do remember me, don't you? Those old dolls you threw down here. Hehehe. Their bodies have really come in handy. Numerous hands extend from beneath the bed, grabbing and crawling at her ankles. Oh, battle time. It's fun we fight with her doll form.
Ah, 翻工啦 ！Easy 啦 ，copy that。唔該晒 Lily。
God damn, I love her voice so much. Her voice lines are so funny. It's a shame I don't have her.
Easy 朱古力 check， 保鮮紙 check。陰森森，黑麻麻，睇得時明時暗，真係好得人驚啊
And it's gone.
梗係我捉你，唔係你捉我啊！
The arm drags her, then sharp nails scraping her legs and drawing blood. She slips and falls. Hahaha, so witchy, huh? Stop tickling my feet, hahaha. You guys seriously need to work on your technique. Hey, you're doing it all wrong. Couldn't you clean your nails first? How's your customer support supposed to feel comfortable when them all dirty like that? Let me show how it's done. She clutches one of the bloodied hands and folds her fingers and demonstrates by scraping the knuckles across the sole of her foot. Hey, the old massage guy downstairs from my place says, ah, this is the Yongquan point. With all the time you spend under the bed, it's no wonder you're always getting headaches. So damp and humid down there. Now, how about this one? Just as her massage course is near its end, a blinding white light interrupts her. And we're in here. Decayed corpses, their flesh half rotten, slowly crawl through the mist. Their torture cries fill the air as they drag themselves towards by their teeth and half-severed fingers. Give me back my head. Don't play with that. It's not a marble. That's my eye. Anan bounces from one gravestone to another like a cat, glancing over her pursuers below. Auntie always says, turn the other cheek. Hey, if you want to catch me, I'm all yours. Ah, damn it. Stop flashbanging me. It's so boring. The entity is bored. As everything darkens once more, the walls draw inwards, curving and forming a ring around her. In the darkness, a soft glow emerges from the soil, sparkling in scattered clusters. Huh? Back already? I'm not done having fun yet. A boy sits in the corner, curled up like a ball. His thumbs are fastened together with a red rope. Huh? So you're the one who's been yapping all this time. It's my job to figure out the fears of those who comes down the well. Dig up the dirt beneath you with your hands. What you're looking for is right there. He gave up. Wow, thanks for the help. On putting it filling one mound of dirt after another, like a child playing on the beach. She finds a solid wooden hexagram jutting out of the dirt. She reaches out to grab it, only to stop midway. Hey, hang on a minute. If I take this hexagram, does this mean I won't have to worry about anything anymore? No disasters, no sickness. Like the adults said, I can rest easy and without care. She folds her legs and sits down. If life is all smooth sailing, no twists, no turn, isn't that kind of pointless? I've been at it for ages and I still haven't found anything actually mind-blowing. What's the point of becoming a Tianchi anyway? Thinking about those long, tiresome days ahead, she feels an unbearable itch somewhere inside. Oh, now I get it. Aren't you the expert who hunts down fear for all the up-and-coming Tianchi? Surely you can find something that really shocked me, right? She rises, marching boldly towards the white light. Okay, you wanna come with me and find something really scary? Really? I can leave this place? Sure you can. I never make an empty promises. Hang on, I'll help you undo this red string here. She gently pulls the red thread wrapped around his thumbs, and though unraveling a layers of cocoon. With every coil she unravels, the fog begins to dissipate. The talisman papers tear free from the well's walls and float down from above, settling in a pile in the ground. Ding! The red thread snaps. Haha, easy peasy. Huh? Where's he gone? So weird. The dried up bottom of the well starts to grow wet. What the heck? Why are my feet starting to get all sticky? Some kind of water ghost or what? The water has already risen to her ankles. Oh, it's filling up with water so she can escape or something. Suddenly, a massive geyser bursts from the center of the well, spraying water everywhere. What kind of ghost is this? Fallen talisman papers swirl in the water as it reaches her waist. Cough! Help me, Sifu! She twists the three clarities bell in vain, unable to emit any sound beneath the water. Oh, fuck. The water stings her nose and chokes her throat. She coughs violently as she struggles to stay on the water surface. As the water level continues to rise, light pours from above her head. And she escapes. Water rushes out from the well, tossing the unconscious girl and the silent bell into the ground.
Oh dear!
Wait, she's out? This little girl, she actually did it.
No way.
How? How is this even possible? Chiang whispers under his breath, paying no attention to her. The fortune teller stumbles over the girl and slaps her back to help her cough out the water from her throat and nose. With a final splutter of water, she takes a gasp of air. Good. Very good. But I can't quite see. What's that in her hand? A flower? Oh, it's the lily! Clutched in her palm, wrapped in red binding thread, is a mysterious-looking lily. Oh, so that's how she got the creepy lily doll. That's part of her gun. That's cool. Cool. Outside the dark. Playtime begins at midnight. Alright, we got the origin of her creepy doll, Lily. Some 60 or 70 years ago, archaeologists came across bamboo slips, inscribed with talismans to drive away evil spirits hidden among Eastern Han tombs, along with dozens of sealed wells. The story behind the sealed wells remains a mystery. The professors studying those ancient texts refused to speak about them. Now Master's master and those before him all said the same. This destiny has been a dry well for centuries. Now, a spring has surged to the surface, and the well overflows. Maybe its mission has come to an end now that has crossed the path of that girl. Her karmic bonds under the bridge has ended. No need to watch the well anymore. You can take her back now. Stay away from her and stay out of trouble, and maybe you'll avoid your own calamity. I know where to draw the line. He chooses not to respond to the blind fortune teller's words. 10 days later. This is the agreed meeting spot, deserted and lifeless. When you're among the dead, there is no one who can share your secrets. Anand sits on the rock opposite Chang, swinging her legs. Since you've proven yourself qualified, I'll tell you the rules passed down from our great grandmaster. Sit still and listen carefully. Anand straightens up, her legs no longer swinging, and listening carefully. First, never mention anything about that well to anyone. You don't want to get in trouble, is that right? Second, now that your bond is severed, you must never return to the well. Ever, understand? If you break either of these rules, I swear on our great grandmaster, you'll be struck by lightning. So I can't tell anyone about Lily. She murmurs to herself before giving a firm nod. I understand, Sifu. Her tone sounds serious, as if she's grown up all of a sudden. Good. Then, listen up, kiddo. Now that you're my apprentice, it's time to start the first teaching. Russian courage training! He guides the girl, her eyes covered by a red cloth. She extends both hands forward, groping the air in an attempt to determine her location. Well, Sifu, I can't see a thing. What kind of courage training is this? The ghosts are like totally invisible with this thing on. Most of these so-called ghosts are just images people conjure up, energy taking form based on human imagination. That's why ghosts in the East and the West are so different from one another, and the methods for exercising them are so distinct. In essence, these ghost hunting amateurs don't banish the energy itself, they only use their so-called tools to clear the imagination from their own minds. It's like how people turn their lights on to drive away in the darkness. It's a short-term fix, only capable of handling the weakest of energies. People who believe in ghosts also play a part in creating these images, their image, but as exorcists, we must go beyond the imagination, see the ghost essence to get rid of it. Exorcists are generally born with yin-yang eyes. Believe me, more than one exorcist has been known to go insane after letting their imagination run wild. So I'm not supposed to see them the way I imagine them in my head. He adjusts her blindfold, pulling it tighter.
That's right.
Kiddo, you'll be staying here tonight. I'll set up a tent and paper effigies for you. When midnight has passed, you'll start burning the spirit money on your own. I'll come by to pick you up tomorrow morning. If you take off the blindfold halfway through, don't bother waiting for me, just go back home. The girl hesitates if she wants to say something, but decides against it. This still feels a bit sketchy, I will say. It's not too late to back out now. If you change your mind, don't go wasting your time. No, it's not that, Sifu. I've been meaning to ask, how come you're not afraid of ghosts, but you're afraid of that calamity of yours? I heard you guys talking when I was in the bottom of the well. That old blind man was saying something about me being your calamity, and some stuff about karma. Is that really how it works? Chang goes quiet. He didn't anticipate this. You heard. A cold laugh escapes his mouth. A gust of wind rushes through the cemetery. Ain't you worried about that I'll leave you here to die and no one will ever find you, kiddo? The girl cracks a smile as if she just heard a twisted joke. Hahaha, Sifu, you wouldn't do that. I know you're not cut out to be a bad guy. Chang waves his hand. My calamity is ordained by destiny. Ain't no avoiding it. Since I haven't gone down the well, it'll come to me eventually. And nobody will want to lead it here. I'm only willing to teach you because I know you won't be able to handle it. And my calamity will be delayed and ultimately averted. As for ghosts, they're no big deal to me. Not a real threat at all. This place, though, it's haunted as heck, kiddo. Be careful, or you might end up covered in blood with your own head split open. See you at sunrise, kiddo. Sure, a night like this is way too fun to pass up. And with Lily here, I'm gonna be just fine. She holds the unblossomed Lily close, swearing down like a devoted believer. Dawn. Wait, we're not gonna see anything? It's just past time? Okay. Chang makes his way through the light morning mist, crossing the cemetery with eager anticipation in his steps. Please, I'm begging, take it. Just get her away, please. Oh no, the spirit had enough of her. The ground is littered with talisman papers. The ghost desperate calls away at it back under the gravestone, but its hand happens to grab Chang's ankle in the process. Ugh! Thrown off balance, he plummets to the ground, his head colliding with the gravestone on the way down. Whoa, Sifu, is that you? Anan finally removes the blindfold. She dances towards, ignoring Chan and grabbing the fleeing ghost. Hey, wait up, this trick is not even fully charged yet. This brick's not fully charged yet. Boss, I just need a bit more... why are you taking a nap? Vegetables, scraps, and plastic bags float in the dirty water at their feet, emitting a repulsive stench. Sifu, what kind of ghosts are we hunting now? It smells so bad, I'm gonna have to scrub the 3 days straight to get this stink off. Ugh! One more thing, Sifu. Your head's really okay? He waves his hand once again. Oh god, what the fuck? He's so busted. I'm gonna bet this is the calamity. He's gonna get more and more hurt the more time he spends with her. This time, I'm taking away all your exorcism tools. Tonight you're gonna have to survive in this stink ghost hole all by yourself. If you wanna be an exorcist, you've gotta be adaptable, like those alchemists in the mountains, grabbing whatever at hand. Whenever it's toilet plunger or your grandfather's dentures, you're gonna have to use whatever works. Think outside the box, just don't rely on those talismans, wooden swords, herbs, or foxtails anymore. Still, you should take this protection amulet. It could save your life if things go south. Wow, thanks, Sifu. What about Lily? Can I take her too? She holds the delicate Lily gently in her hands, as if holding a sleeping kitten. Up to you, kiddo. I'll pick you up tomorrow. No, scratch that. In 3 days. He holds his bandaged head as he walks, wincing as he muttering to himself as he goes. 3 days later. Alright, let's see what happens to him to get me even more hurt. Cough, kiddo. Kiddo, that's strange. Where'd she go? He approaches on tiptoes, his flip-flops making a faint plap-plap on the wet ground. Oh, walking on flip-flops on wet terrain, you're gonna slip, my man. Damn, kiddo, I thought you were made of stronger stuff than this. I was starting to think you could take on anything. Well, I guess that's still your Sifu after all, and since I gave you that protection-rich amulet, you should have made it out here alive. Guess I'll show a little mercy and find the thing for you. A rumbling comes from deep within the tunnel, the vibrations creating ripples on the water surface. He looks up, and in the distance, a swarm of ghosts rushes towards him, as if fleeing their long, departed lives. Huh?
Hey!
Hey, it's broad daylight. Where are you all going? Isn't that just asking for trouble? Running out there like that? Come on, lighten up. Come back here and help me get my Tetris up and running again. It's so boring here. I promise I'll take good care of you this time. Where's that voice coming from? Save! Help us! Help me! A ragged cloth carried by the ghost is flung over Chang's head, turning everything black. Huh? Get this thing off me, it stinks! Huh? Looks like this one fishy slipped through the net. Come on, time to come to mama, little power-generating hamster. Oh my god, do you think the ghost is to power her Game Boy to play Tetris? Is that serious? She lunges towards, crashing into the man wrapped in cloth, like a lion leaping on its prey. Ugh. Still got some fight in you, huh? I'll teach you to be a good little fishy. Eat my invincible pork rib. Oh my god, she's gonna hammer him in the ribs. She raises a talisman covered with pig bone that she fished from the sewage earlier, high above her head. Anan Lee, I've had it up to here with you. He rips the cloth off his face as he desperately tries to avoid the impending strike. His backward step just happens to coincide with the cloth landing on the ground, causing him to slip. And right into the dirty sewer water. Ugh. And he's in the hospital. Sifu, sorry about that. Rest easy, I'll support you by catching ghosts. Shen, wrapped up like a mummy, lies in the bed with one leg strung above him. He turns his face away from her, his tears and snot soaking up into the pillow. My whole life's reputation down the drain in an instant. Gods above, what do I owe you? A few million? You can't wait to take my life? The quiet murmurs of the nurse floats into the room from outside the ward.
Yes.
Like I said, this patient you've got, I've never seen someone so respectful. He went to the cemetery last month to honor his ancestors and ended up cracking his head open on one of the graves. Seems like he's always doing good deeds. This time he ended up with a broken femur, apparently because he dove into the sewer after his grandma's denture. I guess the heavens aren't on his side, though. Good people They got what they deserve, and he's got such a sweet girl taking care of him. Oh my god, they're thinking the complete opposite of what's happening. Hey, Sifu, you haven't eaten in days. How about a nice apple? He's gonna choke on the apple, isn't he? She raises the peeled apple in her hand to his mouth, but his lips remain firmly sealed. I'm gonna chew you up, I swear. Get out of here. Look, I'll admit it now. I can't handle this kind of calamity. I ain't teaching you anymore, got it? You think this is all fun and games still? I've already given you half my life, kiddo. Get lost, you hear me? I didn't take on a student. I took on a walking catastrophe. Anan remained silent as she places the fruit basket on the bedside table. Well, I guess I'll head off now. Take care of yourself, Sifu. Knock, knock, knock. What the hell do you want now? If you're gonna go, just go. Mr. Chen? The nurse enters with a tray, a slight look of surprise on her face. That girl just now asked me to give you this liquid meal. She said you'd rather take care of yourself. I get it. Proud men like you want the kind to ask for help. She bends down, wiping the tears and snot from his face. 3 months later. Look, even the Bagua mirror at the door is broken. This place definitely has some dark energy in it. It's totally cursed. No wonder that rich guy spent all that money. Exorcists, priests, monks, he hired them all, and still nothing worked. Now, free from his bandages, Chen takes a drag from his cigarette and lets out a deep sigh. And she's back. This time, it's me and my master out on the hunt together. Nothing's gonna stop us, no ghost or god. Not to mention that rich old grandpa gave us a bunch of money. Money makes the world go around, even for ghosts. Easy, lah. Chang raises a hand, flicks his cigarette to the ground, and snuffs it beneath the flip-flops. This time I'm going solo. You wait for me outside, kiddo. Despite the pout and the disappointment on her face, she obediently steps aside. Me taking care of logistics. But Sifu, your injury just healed. Are you sure you're just fine? Or can we swap places and you're worried I'll bring you bad luck? I can totally handle myself now. For the first time, he reaches out and places his palm on Anan's head. You're a little pain in the ass, kiddo. But as a master, letting my apprentice take the lead would just be abandoning all the lessons in the past. This time, I'll be wearing the 3 clarities bell. If you hear me ring, pull the rope and bring me back up. If it doesn't work, you get yourself to safety. Got it? Anan gives a reluctant nod. Sure. Catch you later, kiddo. He quickly disappears into the darkness beyond the door. This is Willow's house. They keep reusing things. Half an hour later, half an hour passed. 1 hour passed. The sun descends from its place high in the sky, and Anan's shadow stretches longer and longer until it's almost completely vanished. Sifu? She bangs on the door, but there's no answer from the other side. Young lady, haven't come across palm lines like this in a long time. You faced many calamities already, but your life force is more resilient than a 1,000-year-old tortoise. You're not like the rest of us. And that lily on your waist, an object of extreme yin. Even though its moment has not yet arrived, you managed to bring it under perfect control. I have to admit I am quite amazed. My path is but a humble one. I can't do much to change your destiny. That's not what I wanted to ask, old man. I just want to know if I bring bad luck to people, if I'm their calamity. If I'm their calamity, does that mean I have to stay away from them? Any way to, like, get rid of the bad luck I bring? You want to change someone else's destiny? Young lady, karma will always catch up to you, no matter how long your life force. You can't go against heaven and earth. It's best to just leave other people to their own destiny. Besides, if you're their calamity, that means there's karmic connection between the two of you. They're the one who have wronged you. There's no need to bring misfortune upon yourself. Oh yeah, because you burned down her house. I think that's the thing. She clutches a protection amulet in her hand and shakes her head. I've made up my mind. No matter how tough my destiny gets, I'm not running away. Then there's only one way forward. You'll need to stake your own life against the calamity you've drawn upon yourself. If your calamities intersect, you'll either both die, or the slate will be wiped clean. But if you've made up your mind, do exactly as I say. Carve a slit 3 cans, below the lower left section of your palm. I think cuts. I think I think they're meant to say cuts. But remember, once you do, you must resolve your calamity before the cut heals. Yeah, it's cuts and forms a scab. Otherwise, he suddenly falls silent. Anna stares at the nail clippers in her hand, opens the palm of the other hand, and counts 1, 2, 3 tons with her thumb. Hang on, Sifu. She grits her teeth and makes a deep cut as she can bear to ensure that the most possible time before it heals. A thick line of blood pours from the wound and drips onto the ground. Blip, blip, blip. And then over. She raises her head and crawls into the partially open pitch-black cave. Oh, it's Kakanya's house. A broken mirror, partially draped in white cloth, stands in the darkness, mist gently rising from its surface. Shattered exorcism tools from past practitioners have been stacked in the corner by some hidden force, creating a massive, towering heap of debris. This blood is not dry yet. Is it Sifu's? She moves forward, tracing the twisted blood trails of the floor, weaving between the hallway and various rooms and back again. Then, she feels her foot land on something. Is this Sifu's free clarity spell? The vial has been shattered, as though it were crushed by some horrific force. She crouches... hold on... Okay. She crouches down to gather the fragments, but quickly uncovers more terrifying truth. Wait a minute. This blood on the floor. It wasn't here before. But it's still leaking from somewhere. What's with the continuous trail of this stuff? A spine-chilling wind sweeps from behind. Wait, it's something you lure me here on purpose. Hehehe. Blood continues to ooze from the floor and into the mirror before her. Ghostly figures begin to form. Yeah, who's that creeping up behind me? She turns around and only to find no one. Sifu, where are you? Can you hear me? A light bulb bursts and she left totally in the dark. Crap, looks like I've walked right into a trap. She kneels down, spreads open a roll of blank yellow paper and smears it with blood, chanting it softly under her breath. Holy yellow robed warriors, sever these evil spirits, banish these demons. Crush the wicked, annihilate their kind, command the execution of evil in accordance with the Jade Emperor's decree to cleanse the free realms. Knocks her teeth 3, 6, 12, 24, 36 times. The wicked spirits scream and howl as if the sound that pierced their eardrums, sending them writhing on the ground in agony. Ha ha ha, looks like it works, but why is my head so dizzy? Blood is still pouring out from a wound. It trickles down her palm and drips down the floor. Is it because I'm losing blood? But wait, I wasn't stabbed over it. And I haven't scabbed over yet. Great. Sifu, your calamity. There's still a chance. As her head grows lighter, she loses her balance and stumbles into the floor. On the walls and ceilings, arms begin to form, the deformed shapes reaching towards her. Stay behind me, Lily. Amidst the darkness of the flower bud begins to tremble. An object of such extreme yin. So if I leave Lily out in the sun, will she develop wrong? That's right, you can't raise something like this through conventional methods. Don't listen to those old arcanes who still believe that yin must weaken, yang must strengthen nonsense. Yang is the ruler, yin is the subject. The subject can never surpass the ruler. When yang rises, it dominates its yin. When yin hides, it dares not reveal itself. The spirit and ghost remain concealed. And this flower? Only when you reach a place where yin spirits linger. Is she gonna awaken Lily? I see. Will it bloom? Goes into the storm song. The bud gradually opens up, unveiling the stigma at its center. She just burped. Hungry. Oh, that is a cool ass shot. Gonna take that as a screenshot. At the center of the lily, petite, delicate head sways happily in the wind. The glow from the lily surrounds her, creating a barrier that keeps the evil in the darkness at bay. Abated, that churning chaotic mass whispers and shivers. Whimpers and shivers. Your lily. Eat. Fun. Fun.
啊，翻工啦！
Alright. And it's the same as the other ones, just do this and you win.
唔該晒 Lily。Thunder Talisman Scientific Version。朱古力 check， 好 easy 啦。陰森森，黑媽媽，睇得時明時暗，真係好得人驚啊！
Oh, survive. Surviving.
Copy that easy 啦。Thunder Talisman Scientific Version。
Oh, it's dead now, so it doesn't really matter.
梗係我捉你，唔係你捉我啊！
And let's say, this is a place Anna will never think to look. He feels confident about that. He walks out through the back door, flicking a cigarette butt under his flip-flops and stomping it out. Oh, fuck off. This guy is really annoying me. God damn. He knows Anand's heart will well by now. Thanks for taking the hit for me, kid. I'll burn some spirit money for you after your death. Steps past the spirit summoning banner, stuck by the floor, waves his hand and exits. You see that, you old blind fool? I've outsmarted destiny. No, you didn't, you fuck. Oh my god, guy, I really want to just punch him in the face. Jesus! Guy just doing that to a kid. Come on. It's your own fault you're living with bad karma and just take it. Living in fear. Worse than fear itself, it's what hasn't yet arrived. The night before I left the country, I kept thinking, once I get there, I'll be able to break free from my calamity once and for all. This time, I'll start out fresh, open exorcism agency in Los Angeles, and live a decent life, and life better than I've lived before. No more lying around on old newspapers. No more eating half-cooked food. No more looking into the mirror and find this stubbled face staring back at me every day. No more stinking worn-out shirts. I've made contact with the local paranormal affairs bureau over there. They've been looking for a Chinese exorcist.
What if?
But I forgot something. I forgot that when you reach a certain age, you realize that there are bigger things to fear than ghosts. Is it money? It doesn't have any money. Oh, this is Texas, from Tuesday's Motels back on. When the Chinese guy first arrived here, he had a backpack full of toys and stuff. He said he'd clear out the whole haunted house all by himself. Ha! One time I had a spirit detector in my hand, and he asked if I was talking on the phone. I'm telling you, it's like he crawled straight out of a cave. Oh, he's antiquated as shit. He sets down his beer and waves his arms around as he mimics a caveman, causing his drink mates to burst into laughter. Hey Chen, come over here. Got your little wooden sword and belt, show him your moves. In the corner, Shannon sits with his head down, his fists clenched. Ignore him, Chan. So Tony's been pickling his brain ever since he was old enough to drink. We all know you've got your own methods. You just need some time to prove them. Methods? You mean those 7-star steps or whatever it's called? Ha! Guy looks like he's trying to walk the catwalk or something. Quit yanking my chain, buddy. You've given him more than enough time, years even, and the only thing he's gotten better is making us laugh. I mean, seriously. Is there anything he can do? I'm leaving. See you tomorrow. As he stands, the others fall silent, their eyes following him as he leaves. Then, another round of laughter erupts. Good! Fuck you! Roof, I've never get tired of seeing you try and play the Good Samaritan. Cracks me up every time, ha ha ha. Honestly, this is karma for Chen. Gee, who the fuck leaves a child to die in a haunted house? God damn. I'm serious, Tony. We finally got someone around who can bring a little entertainment around here. We want to chase him off. Besides, he makes dealing with this stuff in Chinatown a hell of a lot easier. You probably heard there's a new exorcist agency in Chinatown. The St. Pablo Foundation's already made contact with the girl who opened it. Gave her a green light. Her stuff's the real deal too. Makes Chen stunts look even crazier. Not even the people around in Chinatown buy what he's selling anymore. Oh, is it Anan? Anan? Okay, that'd be really karma. What's her name? It's kind of weird. She's called Anan Lee. I heard the whole thing from the doorway, but I knew I had no choice, so I made my way back to the place down the street. The irony of this whole thing is that there might be the very reason I became an exorcist. I fear poverty way more than ghosts. I fear sickness. I fear the stairs. I fear being judged. I fear disappointment. I fear people. I fear that if I leave the bureau, I'll be right back at square one. I'm standing at a crossroads, knowing that if I just turn the corner, I'll be right here in Chinatown, where arcanists and humans live side by side. But still, I choose not to go. Just keep moving forward, always forward, no looking back, no left, no right turns. I can feel so many eyes on me, destiny looming over my head, so I don't look back. I just keep running, and he's running away from his problems. I know she's on my tail again. I know my calamity isn't through with me yet. I've got to keep running. Escape is the only way forward. That's not gonna do anything, my guy. Don't get comfortable. Don't even think you're safe. Don't indulge in pleasure. I'll make you complacent. Your punishment will come soon enough. Your calamity isn't over yet. It's just up ahead, always ahead, waiting for you to bump right into it. Don't breathe. You can't breathe yet. And he's screaming into the nightmare. Rent a home. I woke up that night, drenched in sweat, the nightmare still fresh in my mind. Then I made my decision. I had to kill Anna Lee with my own two hands. You fucker. You motherfucker. God damn it. That's not gonna do anything. Hey, Roof, Tony, it's Cheng. You guys got time? I have a way to help you clean up Chinatown. Meet me at the lighthouse tomorrow at 3 p.m. Really? And I guess this revolves around Horrorpedia going to the lighthouse or receiving that paper. Holy hell, this guy. Ugh, man. Neither valor nor heroism. A draw isn't equal to half a loss. She lifts her chin, finding a stubbled face and a pair of weary, sunken eyes before her. The man's collar is stained yellow with his neck crease as he crouches, his grimy underwear peeks out from his slouchy pants. One hand scratches an ankle to a foot jammed in a loose, tattered flip-flop. Sifu? Looks like all that spirit money I burned was for nothing. I didn't expect you to be so full of life. His deep dark eye sockets are like pits, the blood vessels in his eyes like spider webs. Why can't you just give me some peace, kiddo? He pulls a chair and sits across from her as though preparing for an interrogation. His gaze pierces through her like he's searching for the answer for Destiny's final riddle. I've already left everything behind. Can't you just let me get on with my life? Can't you show me a little mercy? He rips off his toupee. Oh, and he's bald too, revealing the balding head beneath him. Honestly, yeah, it's just karma at this point. I ain't had a good night's sleep for years. My yang's all faded in non-stop spiritual possession. The doctors say my kidneys are failing like I'm some old geezer already. It's karma. What else can you do? You can't run from destiny.
Now
here you are, still working against me. You followed me all the way to Chinatown so you can nab my little slice of the pie. Why do you have to outdo me in everything? Yeah, I've done wrong, and yeah, I've created this karma. But don't you think you've been through enough? Haven't I already paid the price? Why is it that you could climb out of that well I could never climb into? Why is it that you can do all the things I had to fight so hard for, all without breaking a sweat? But Sifu, there wasn't really anything in the well. He chuckles quietly. You know where 13 holy exorcism techniques come from, Anand. 13 people. 13 Taoist brothers died at the bottom of that well, all for the sake of yearning and living as exorcists. You say there's nothing in that well, you think their deaths and mine are nothing but a joke, right? For years I've lived in fear, never once enjoying a single moment of peace. The knife clutches its Chang's hand quivers. Every night a little more of my health falls out. Exorcist is all I have left. That blind fool told me that you're my calamity, but all you need to do was ring the bell and I would have finally had peace. Peace from all of this fear. Then, seeing you come out of that well without so much as a scratch, I couldn't stand it. Why, I thought, why is this happening to me?
Why?
How could someone like you just step over the bodies of my brothers like that and tell me how easy it all was? Why does a little kid like you get to surpass me? Is this really my destiny? But Anan, her arms bound, looks bewildered.
Huh? What'd you say?
If something's hard to do, does it make it something to be proud of? Just because I got out of the well doesn't mean I have to look at all sad and gloomy. I'm not gonna do that. Anan, you're more ghoulish than any ghost out there. You're not even human. I don't care how many people didn't make it out of your well. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just trying to get paid, and I'm not gonna walk around like I'm some big deal. I don't have any big dreams, and that's all maybe... And I've all made the peace be with this crap? Not interested. I don't want to be bothered with learning Kung Fu or whatever. I'm just gonna take the easiest, happiest, most fun road. Honestly, good principles to live on, I say. Sifu, you keep saying that you've never been down the bottom of the well, but I think you've got it wrong. You never got out of the well, is that it? She shakes her head, slipping her hands through the rope. Lily peeks out from behind, with her tongue sticking out. Chen recoils in terror, his chair tilting back and sending him crashing onto the ground. The knife slips out of his hand and slides into Anan's feet. What the...
Lily!
Turns out, I still prefer exorcisms, and I'm not a fan of making enemies. Sifu, why'd you have to make this so hard? Ghosts. Those balls of energy, they don't explain why they do what they do. It's just that when people die, their spirits stay frozen in that moment. Pesky spirits, they don't care about right or wrong. Sifu, you think you've never been to the bottom of the well, but you've been down there all this time, haven't you? Your fear is fear itself. From the moment you decided not to go down to the well, it took root in your heart. You always called me your calamity, but when I wasn't busy clearing your karma for you, you were the one who ran away. Her expression turns somber. You're full of it. I don't believe you. I don't believe a word of you. You think I'm stupid? This new information and his lingering sense of morality makes him hesitate. You're gonna help me with my calamity? Even ghosts wouldn't believe that, Anand. From the very start, it was your fear that made all this happen. But I can't be bothered with explaining, Sifu. I don't get your fear, just like I'll never understand why I should feel guilty for doing the things that I do so easily. She scratches her head in frustration. This is already more than she's willing to deal with. So, all I know for sure is that you've gotten this far. If you've really suffered, if you're really struggling... She sends the knife flying towards him with a kick. Sifu, you always wanted to get rid of me, right? You think I'm your calamity, and that me being around is the reason why things aren't working out for you? I'm your fear, aren't I? You can't deny it. He picks up the knife. Well then, go ahead. Take me out. Don't chicken up now, Sifu. Holy hell, Anand. Don't fall for those grand speeches and empty gestures. Don't be scared anymore. People will always talk about what's right and what's wrong, but if you don't listen to them, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not the one who psychology geeks at Laplace. I'm not one of those psychology geeks of Laplace. I don't understand what you're going through. I can't feel what you're feeling, so get rid of me. Or are you gonna keep running? Are my words gonna make you hesitate again? If you do, I'll call the Foundation to come catch you. I'm a model citizen after all. You can make a cow drink water if it refuses to lower its head. You can't make a cow drink water if it refuses to lower its head. Her eyes flash with sudden intensity. Don't try to make up with your so-called idea of justice, Sifu. Just keep doing your thing. He is momentarily stunned, then sighs, realizing how light the knife feels in his hand. You really are one strange kid. Still, you're done me a solid. He digs the blade into his palm, blood trickling between his fingers. It falls on the yellow talisman placed on the ground.
Huh?
More soul summoning, Sifu? So old school. Don't worry, I'll catch a couple of them. Might be just enough to cover the electricity bridge for the fridge. He falls to his knees, his hand clasped in his mouth. But a grayish-green slime forces its way through his fingers nonetheless. No, that wasn't a soul summoning. Soul guidance? Sifu, keep doing this and you shorten your life. Her panic makes her hesitate. He wipes the slime from his mouth without the slightest sign of his hesitation. You ready, kiddo? Sifu, you already had it all figured out, huh? In too deep to back out now. She lets out a deep breath. Then, a wide, carefree smile forms on her face, just as it did the first time he saw her.
Ah, 翻工啦 Neuroscience Exorcism Office, action!
Alright, let's go fight the guy.
Ah, 翻工啦
Ghost. Not you again. Not you two again. What do you want? Get lost. Huh. You really think we were just waiting around for you to save us? Enough talk, Tony. Chang won't be able to hold them off for long. The effects will wear off soon. Move aside. Don't worry about it. After he's dead, we can make up whatever story we want. Sifu.
Copy that!
So basically everyone's a dick.
以啦
It's the moral of the story, I guess.
哈 Copy that! It's a tough one, boss! Thunder Talisman, scientific version! Crackers and fireworks!
Alright. Time to end this.
Jubilee, check! Copy that! 陰森森，黑媽媽，睇得是明是暗，真係好得人驚啊！
Alright, those guys are gone. Shen, quit wasting your time and hurry up. I will take back what's mine. Shang is like a rabid dog. He's out of control. We need to fall back. Oh. We get to fight Shen too. Interesting, okay.
Easy 啦，唔該晒 Lily。Thunder to me！
I wonder if he's just gonna die or something. It looks like it. Looks like that's gonna be his arc. All that just for him to die in the end.
Top one, boss。陰森森，黑媽媽，睇得是明是暗，真係好得人驚啊！
And he's gone. Okay. Sifu, you look much better as a human. Sorry, but this is the last time. Hey, kiddo. Good. Very good.
而家係我捉你，唔係你捉我。
Didn't see that coming. With some proper etiquette, unexpected rewards may follow. Is he gonna get recruited to the Foundation? No, I don't think they would do that. Joint Committee of the SF. We spoke to the other two members of the Paranormal Affairs Bureau, and they've confirmed that they were part of the trap your Sifu set up. He brought them in to force you out of Chinatown.
You know what?
Also, the staff handling the case reports has made it clear that they disapprove of your actions. They say you should have taken persuasive measures rather than escalating the conflict. It was kind of hard. They trapped her already. How the hell do you expect her to de-escalate from that? Regardless, those three troublemakers are down in the police station now. Thanks for your help. Although I have to say, it took me quite some time to convince them to go there willingly. That's it. She rolls her eyes. So where's my reward for handling the case? You guys better not go back on your word. And and don't go thinking you'll get a discount. No, raising my prices. No, not raising my prices is already enough for a special offer for my regulars. She tilts her head, a dark shadow falling on her face, as she glares at him like an angry ghost. Here.
Whoa!
What? A hefty red packet is dropped on her hands.
Oh, this is
Madam Z
new.
told me this is a custom where you're from. The logistics department didn't have a clue about this red packet, so it took me a while to track it down myself. The shadow lifts and a golden light flashes in her eyes. She hooks her arm around his shoulders as though they're old friends.
Whoa!
No need to be so polite with me. Thank you so much, boss. Here. Hehe. I wish everyone at the St. Pablo Foundation fortune and success in everything. All of you at the foundation can visit wherever you want, especially Madam Z. I hope she comes over for tea when she's free. As she speaks, she turns around and cracks open the red packet, taking a sneaky peek before slipping into her pockets. Relieved.
Hehe.
Parapedia, whatever you need, you can count on the Neo Science Exorcism office to come through for you. Oh, that reminds me. There's a few things I need you to clear up.
Huh?
Huh? I was just being polite. Something seriously already. She turns her head and mutters quietly to herself. I've heard that where you come from, master-apprentice loyalty is key. Once a master, always a father, right? But you sent your own seafood to jail, and you seem totally fine with it.
Hehe.
Ha, you've got me with that one. Oh, I'm not judging you. It's my own personal curiosity speaking. Her smile vanishes. I think it's because he finally said thank you. That scruffy Sifu who only ever saw me as a calamity. He told me, thank you for pulling me out of the well, kiddo. I think deep down he was actually happy too. Jeez, all this sappy stuff in broad light eye too is so cringy, boss.
Huh?
You lost me a bit. What do you mean by the bottom of the well? She waves her question off and turns to leave.
Oh,
Figure it out yourself, buddy. I'm out of here. Hang on. Why do I get the feeling I've forgotten something? Oh no, not the lady. Is the landlord still stuck there? Hallway Foundation.
Hehe.
An unbrisk place stands in stark contrast that the overworked Foundation staff. Oh, Marcus, would you ride too, outfit? Oh, she's from the same place as Madam Z. Oh no, Marcus, don't tell me you're gonna do like you did in the trailer. She mutters her courage and stands in front of Annan Lee. What's up, pretty lady? Kong Hei Fat Koi. Oh my god, it's... You did this twice, Marcus. You can just say hello like a normal person. No need to all this...
Huh? What'd you
For
say?
real? Who taught you that? Annan moves back a step. The unexpected greeting is like an ambush, some kind of the kind that breaks empty-pocketed adults into a cold sweat. Anyway, you shouldn't be saying that to me. I'm not old enough to be giving out red packets yet. You chose the wrong girl. Huh? Right, I think that greeting is like for celebrations only. And now she's afraid she's gonna her pay is gonna be taken from her. Her gaze carries a pure innocence. Her large, confused eyes glimmer like those of an abandoned critter peering out from a cardboard box. Annan tries to ignore them, but they have already taken effect. Oh, fine. Kong Hei Fat Hoi. I hope I said that correctly. She reluctantly pulls a bill from her red packet and solemnly lands it over to Marcus. That's all I'm giving you, got it? Not a single penny more. She scurries away as if escaping a tiger's den, leaving a cloud of dust in her wake. Marcus remains frozen in place, unsure what just happened. Wait, I'm surprised Madame Hoffman didn't say anything to Marcus after the greeting with Madame Z. What? Ah, there it is. Amid sorrowful cries of the hallway, there's a rhythmic thumping of sound. The residents are humbled together and whispering among themselves. Told you, ever since that girl disappeared, this place has been cursed. Just listen to that noise. I heard that landlady got spooked by the ghost inside, that she lost her mind. That's why she hasn't been around collecting rent in a while. Hey, well, that's alright. Then, no landlady, no rent. He lights the spirit money in his hand and offers it several bowls to the ghost. Thanks for the favor, ghost buddy. If you stay put, you just stay put, and we'll keep you well fed and comfortable as we can. Leisurely footsteps echo from afar, accompanied by a casual whistling.
Whoa!
What's all this commotion today? Looks like we got some new business coming our way.
Neuroscience Exorcism Office, action!
My poor landlady, she's just stuck in the apartment. Alright, and that's the end. It was alright, it was cool. We got to know more about Anan Lee, a character we basically didn't know anything about. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was a good story, I will say. My thoughts on it. Yeah, I think it was pretty basic, but it was a good one, I'll say.
Any questions first?
Basic, but good. We got to know her childhood, we got to know what her deal with, her relationships with the foundation. She's a freelancer, basically. Yeah, let's see what's over here. I wonder when Noir is gonna show up. In 20 hours. Okay. So tomorrow, basically. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it tomorrow, but eventually I'll do the Noir story. Yay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop for now. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in Reverse 1999. Ciao.